Hi, boys and girls. It's Reverend Ken here. Let me take my mask off now that I'm in the church. And there we go. Excuse me. It's going to make a funny sound. Hold on a second. Okay, now I'm going to put it over here. And guess what? I have a special guest today. Morgan has come to church. So Morgan, come on up. How are you? Good. And Morgan, you can take your mask off now that we're in church together, and we can stand close because we're in the same family. And so that's the reason that we can do that, right? Wonderful. I am so glad you're here today. We've got some things to talk about, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that we're back in church now is we are going to be greeting each other. And it's going to have to be different than the way we used to. Because in the past, we would shake hands, or we would give each other a hug. And we can't do that now. We're not supposed to. So we have to think of different ways to say hi to people. So I wonder, I know one of the ways that I can say hi to people, and it's something I do when I go to yoga.
Really?
Really. You put your hands together, and you bow, and you say, Namaste. And that means the spirit in me greets the spirit in you. And so that's a lovely way. So maybe instead of shaking hands, people could say in church, Namaste. And you know, in the Asian culture, they bow to each other. And the more important you are, the deeper the bow. So if I was to meet you, I might go like this. But if you were to greet me, what would you do? You put your hands together and you bow, but you bow deep. There you go. So that's how we would do that. So those are some ways. What do you have any other ways that we could greet each other?
Yeah.
You do?
So if you were wanting to hug, you just hug yourself, and it could remind you of your friend or family.
Oh, so you could feel the hug by hugging yourself, but imagine that it's your family that's giving you a hug, or people in the church giving you a hug. So, oh, I feel a hug from Morgan. Can you try it? Who do you feel a hug from?
You.
From me. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, is there any other way that we could greet each other? I think we could simply wave. Hi, how are you? How you doing? How you doing, everybody?
Yeah. Or that was just her watch. So if I were going to put my mask on like I am right now, there we go. Hold on a second. So you know how you just talk normally? You can just talk in your mask too.
Yeah, that's right. And what about, some people like to do high fives, but you can't do high fives because that touches, right? So what do? Pretend. What do you call that?
Air high five.
An air high five, that's right.
So if I were going to give all of you guys a high five, here's one.
There you go, that's right. Yeah, and I love a TV show called Star Trek. It's one of my favorite shows. And one of the characters on that show does this. And he says, some people can't do it, but I can. Live long and prosper. So that's another way of greeting somebody.
Or
So
peace sign.
Or, that's right, a peace sign. That's easier to do. Peace. Right. So there's
Like a number 2.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of ways that we can greet each other in church or in our neighborhoods without touching. So let's remember to social distance, to wear our masks, to wash our hands as we return to school and to church. And boys and girls, I cannot wait to see you. I am so excited about coming back and seeing you all, but I want you to be safe. So remember all of the things that we're supposed to do. Bye now.